sec. I'll be right there.
Does the mic work? It sounds like it's working.
Is it going?
What?
Is it going?
Yes, it's going.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Funicular station, Zach.
Delaney.
Today we're in Delaney's basement. What were we talking about yesterday?
Tricks that you don't remember learning.
Yeah. So like we were talking about this last night. We were talking about learning to balance a club. I don't think either of us remember how to balance a club.
No, we remember how.
Oh, we remember how to balance a club, but we don't remember learning to balance a club. That's just kind of an example. So we're just going to go down the line and try and like think of different things that it's just odd that we don't remember.
Yeah, I remember learning chin rolls, and I think you do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember learning 3-ball Mills mass.
I remember that.
Nice.
That was a week of my life. That one took me a while. Do you remember learning 5 balls?
I remember, honestly, anything that's not like 6, 7 clubs, 8, 9 rings, I have no idea how I learned it.
Okay.
Like, as far as like a base pattern. Like, I don't really remember. Maybe 5 clubs.
5 clubs
I
you
would say
remember
5.
learning?
Yes, I would say 5 clubs.
What about 4 clubs? Do you remember the first time you picked up 4 clubs?
Okay, I lied. I do remember 4.
Okay.
4 was hard.
Yeah. I remember 4 being like super hard for me, specifically.
Yeah, that left hand.
What was it doing? Is it
It's just, you know, like the classic in.
the classic
Going
in?
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't have that?
I mean, maybe I did, I just wasn't paying attention. You seem like you have like more of a process for things. I just kind of...
Go for it.
Yeah. I remember learning 4 balls, and I remember that was the most mind-blowing thing for me, because I'd been juggling 3 balls for like a year before I knew there was anything else. So whenever I did 4, I was like, oh my gosh, 4 balls. So I remember that. I remember 4 balls, 4-ball fountain. I think I learned it synchronous first, and then I learned the async. Do you have any memories of learning 4 balls?
Not really.
You didn't have to practice 4 balls. You could do 4 balls. Yeah, you could just do 4 balls.
I remember 3 club back crosses very well.
Oh man, that's just bringing up weird memories in my head. I remember thinking 3 club back crosses were impossible for a long time. Because like I could do 3 ball back crosses, but the club ones, I couldn't just look straight up. I had to like look side to side, and that's what really got me.
What trick do you remember the most learning?
5 balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it over a bed with these really crappy bean bags. So I was using tennis balls. I used tennis balls for mainly everything going through 7, but then whenever I tried to learn 5, I got this like manual on how to juggle, and I had these 5 like bean bags that came with it, but they're really poorly shaped, they're just like pancakes. So I stopped using them, but I just remember using those over a bed over and over and over, and reading this little tiny pamphlet, and it just not helped.
Nice. I want to clarify. I remember learning 4 and 5 clubs, but I don't necessarily remember learning like how I learned it.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say.
Wait, so...
I don't really remember what practice technique I used to learn 5 clubs.
Did you have a practice technique?
I think so.
Whenever you first started juggling, were you treating it just like you treat juggling now? Or does that kind of just
pretty
like...
close.
Cool.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
kind of went up, but similar. Pinball or foot catches.
Pinball? I learned with beanbags, so I never felt like I really learned it because it always just looked awful. I don't really remember the moment where I was like, oh, I can do 5-ball pinball. But I do remember the moment where I could do 3-ball blind behind the back, because I was watching America's Got Talent and there was a clip of David Furman doing it, and I was like, that's cool. And then I like learned it later that day, and it wasn't too big of a deal, but I do remember doing and learning that trick. But there's like a lot of 3-ball tricks that I feel like I didn't try until late in the game, and so whenever I tried them, I feel like I didn't really like learn them. It was just kind of like there already.
Like passing.
I was thinking like penguin catches and like under the arm throws.
Yeah.
I've always...
Oh no.
Oh.
Roommate interruption. Who comes down here?
That was just really quick. Intermission,
Part 2.
part 2. Like I was saying, I don't really remember learning a lot of tricks with 3 balls that just are based off of the cascade, like throws and catches.
Yeah, I think I remember 3 Club Alberts very clearly.
I mean, I don't think a single person has learned 3 Club Alberts and then just been like, oh, I don't remember the process to that. Because that's like
Yeah, unless they were
years
very
for
young.
people. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
There was something you said before. You said you don't even remember doing 7 balls. You don't remember learning 7 balls to an extent.
I remember the first time I flashed it. There's just like a process like in the middle that I just like forget. I don't remember like the switch between I'm trying to do it and I can do it. That's why I just don't remember for so many things.
Yeah, I remember the first time I picked up 7 balls to try and do 7, but I don't really remember the point at which I felt like, oh, I'm comfortably doing this.
Do you feel like you tried tricks before you were comfortable or right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I tried 7 for the first time, I was like maybe around like 30 catches of 5 balls.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that's just the way like I did it. And then whenever I was like around 30 catches with 7 balls, then I was trying like 9. Probably earlier than that actually. I just kind of was gung-ho.
Hey. Yeah, I very clearly remember like what TV shows and what room or like practice facility I was in. Any practice place that I've ever spent like significant amount of time at, I could totally tell you what I was working on.
You have like specific TV shows that correspond to tricks.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a movie that I was watching when I felt like I first did 3 balls and qualified it. It was a Disney Channel original movie, and maybe I'll put it up on the screen if I can find it. It's some sort of like spy thriller. It wasn't very good. That was the movie that was playing when I learned like 3 ball qualify, I think. Do you remember anything about? Like...
Oh, so much.
Okay, yeah. How did you learn?
Learning 3 balls?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I know this, but...
Yeah. I was in upstate New York visiting family, and my uncle taught me how to juggle 3 balls. So, yay. Yay, Uncle Wally.
Yeah. Thanks, Uncle.
I remember getting 5 catches. Like, I still remember that.
It's funny that 5 is the number that you remember.
Yeah.
I think I remember 9 being a big number for me. I was like, I got 9 catches. I don't know why not 10, but yeah. When you first started juggling, did you count throws or did you count catches? Or did you even count anything at all?
By the time I was doing 5 balls, I was counting catches. So, yeah, probably figured that out pretty quick. I watched Expert Village.
Oh, I watched one of those. I don't remember which one, but...
I watched them all.
So you're the expert of Expert Village.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's talk...
Go ahead.
What?
I remember when, since you said a video that you're watching, when I did my, like, 6x4 5 up into back crosses, I was watching the Titanic. Okay, we can move on. That was insignificant.
It's all good. It's all good. The insignificant things are the fun parts. Let's talk about rings. Any specific ring tricks? Like, do you remember learning 5 ring pancakes?
I remember I only had 3 rings for a long time, and then I got 3 more, which doesn't make sense because I don't know how they ended up being the same brand. So that's very unclear.
Maybe like your mom was holding on to them until you were just like ready.
But I got like 3 from a neighbor or something. And I don't know if I gave those back, if I kept them. But if I kept them, I still had them, which means they'd be the ones I currently use, which makes no sense.
Yeah, Delaney's been using the same rings for literally as long as she's been juggling.
Yeah, for 8 or 9 years, yeah.
Do you remember learning 5 rings?
Yes.
Was that like a thing, or was it kind of just like a version of 5 balls? Like, did it feel like a thing that you had to learn?
No, because I'd already been doing 5 balls for so long.
I think I felt the same way.
Alright, that's good. Just go turn it off.
This is a great ending right here. It's a great ending.
Oh, didn't record.
Really?
Just kidding.